if anti-Semitism is the organization of politics against the Jews in dispersion, then anti-Zionism becomes the organization of politics against the Jews in their homeland. And it's even easier to organize anti-Semitism against the Jews in their homeland than it was to organize against the Jews in dispersion. So Zionism solved many problems, and we can talk about that. To me, Zionism is simply the most inspiring word in the modern political vocabulary. It has done everything, and not just for the Jews, but if you look at it as a model, if I may just digress for a minute, I cannot think of it otherwise. In the 1940s, right, one decade in the 1940s, the same decade where in the first half of the 1940s, 1/3 of the Jewish people was ultimately destroyed, wiped out of Europe in the most horrific manner and most humiliating manner possible. In that same decade, Jews reclaimed their sovereignty in the land of Israel that had been under foreign occupation for 2,000 years. Look, we read the Bible, we read the story of Exodus, we read miracles. I'm sorry, I don't see a human miracle that matches that in its power. And then we may ask ourselves, by the way, not Israelis, but American Jews, so what story were we telling to our fellow Americans? What was wrong with us all these years? We poured all this energy into telling the story of the Holocaust, how we were defeated. Oh, let's tell them that. Let's build museums to that. Let's tell them that story. And in Israel, you built one Yad Vashem and conscripted everyone else into the army. In the United States, we built 100 Yad Vashems and conscripted no one into the army of words.